And welcome back, this is Baller Scuba with more Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 3, The Story So Far. Shion learned in her mother's hospital room that it was her younger self that had caused the Gnosis phenomenon from 15 years ago. The shock led to Shion's true awakening, and the awakenings of the two Shions, both past and present, resonated with each other, and caused Abel's arc to materialize in Miltian space. Faced with a reality she was unable to accept, Shion's mind began to break down. Then, the Testament Kevin appeared before them, and declared that all of this was his doing. He stated to Shion that it was the only way to save her from her fated death. That is what happened at the end of Disc 1. Let's get Disc 2 underway. As you might expect, we have a few cutscenes to go through now. Just waking up, are you?
Is everyone okay?
That's a good question.
Yeah, everything seems fine.
Ziggy's apparently been awake for some time.
Hammer! Hurry up and give us a damage report and our current position!
Yeah, knowing where we are and what condition our ship is in might be useful at this point.
Roger. Huh?
What? What is it, Hammer? Yes?
Abel's Ark.
Abel's Ark.
What's going on? I thought it disappeared along with the past Miltia just a moment ago. Hammer! Where the hell are we?
Coordinates confirmed. We're at point KZ255Y724.
Not Y724.
It's the same point where we came in contact with the hypersphere.
We're still, technically at Rennes Le Chateau, where that was? That was a long time ago.
What?
I almost forgot that we were there.
UMN column pulse received. Time axis confirmed. We're in the present.
The real question is, were we ever not in the present? According to Kevin, we were kind of always like this, and I don't know. Could somebody explain to me what he did?
Then we were never really...
Yeah, never really.
Right.
How much time passed? Was it the 3 days or whatever that we thought it was?
We were trapped in the world of Shion's subconscious this whole time.
We were in Shion's subconscious, like an encephalon dive.
In order to awaken that.
In order to get Abel's Ark, he means.
The thing they were unable to accomplish in the past. That's why they needed the power of both Shions.
Yes, it all makes total sense now.
Captain, there's a powerful energy wave coming from Abel's Ark.
Just one?
What?
Shockwave incoming!
What the planet is...
Abel's Ark is initiating transfer.
Is it gone?
I don't know. We kind of panned off where Abel Ark was on the screen.
Captain, there's a transmission from the Durandal.
The Durandal, they're still here. Right. I have to think back quite a ways to remember what was going on.
What? The Durandals here?
They were here, yes.
Yes, sir. Looks like it's nearby. They say they've spotted us and they're gonna pick us up.
Apparently we need to be picked up. I thought that the ship was maneuvering just fine, but maybe not.
They're okay, right?
Yeah, they're fine.
Okay, let's go ahead and join up with them.
So are we going to get a time elapsed here?
We've detected the Elsa signature. Range to rendezvous point is 400.
Oh, you gotta label your units. 400 what?
What about the unknown that appeared moments ago?
Yes, what about that giant thing? They don't really tell you the scale, just know that it was enormous.
It's currently moving through the UMN.
You can track that?
A unique wave is being emitted from the columns as it passes through. The disappearing planets are likely the result of those waves.
I'm sorry, disappearing planets?
What kind of waves?
Let's talk about the waves, not the disappearing planets.
They're similar to the vibration patterns emitted when Gnosis come in contact with humans.
That's interesting.
Are you saying it's a synchronicity chain phenomenon?
Of course.
The disappearance phenomenon is expanding. At its current rate, half of the Federation will vanish within 72 hours.
We should stop that. I am against.
Unbelievable.
I am against the Federation vanishing.
Have you identified the moving object?
They called it Abel's Ark. I don't know what that means though.
No, but this waveform matches the giant Gnosis that appeared at Old Milsha 1 year ago.
Giant Gnosis that appeared at Old Milsha 1 year ago. It's not coming to me. It's not coming to me. Right now, I'm too busy thinking about the words Abel's Ark.
That giant Gnosis?
That thing they call Abel's Ark.
Oh. Abel's Ark is a Gnosis? That's right, they did call it a Gnosis, didn't they?
According to the description in Mizrahi's Y data, Abel's Ark seeks the eternal circle, Zarathustra.
Then there's only one place it can be going.
Planet Mictum.
Federation planets are disappearing one after another, just as described in the Y data.
So the Y data isn't just coordinates to Old Milsha, it's also a prophecy?
The release of Lemegeton has awakened Abel.
I thought Abel was already semi-awake. He was talking to us and everything. Is that all sleepwalking?
When Abel awakes, his cradle, the Ark, shall appear. It shall seek the eternal circle.
Yeah, I think they made a different kind of awakening. But there you go, definitely some kind of prophecy.
And true to those words, the Zohar has become active. I can feel it.
You can feel it? That's probably not a good sign, my friend.
Abel. Just who is that child?
It's baby Shinji, I told you.
You could say he's an old friend from the time when I was a UMN space pilot.
Old friend? How old is this kid?
He was always in an isolated facility, though, so I only met him directly a few times.
That was several hundred years ago, and he has never changed the entire time.
Wait, I'm sorry, several hundred years ago? I was unaware that Dmitry Yuriev was somebody that I assumed lived forever. There are already a few of those, but he was not on my list.
It's nothing to be surprised about. After all, I've existed for hundreds of years myself.
I guess I'll add him to the list then.
His existence is recorded in Mizrahi's Y data. Is essential for controlling Omega.
And he seems to be the only one that can semi-control it.
He does act as a mediator to the Zohar waves, but the record itself is thousands of years old. And Mizrahi restored it. Which means that boy has existed since that era.
that era? It's got to be thousands of years ago, based on the context clues that they've given me, but of course they will not name it for me.
It's outside the realm of normal comprehension.
So there's a lot of other things that are going on right now. This one's kind of the least unbelievable out of the bunch, though.
Right now, he is an indispensable partner to me.
Well, you should really go meet him then.
He is the control device for Omega, the one weapon that can challenge God.
Are we going to be challenging God?
Once I retrieve its power source, the Zohar, and obtain Zarathustra, the final artifact needed to ascend to the realm of God.
And once we get there, we're going to punch him in the face?
Do you seriously intend to fight God?
Wait, why are we suddenly putting quotation marks around it?
You'll see soon enough.
I think the answer to that is yes. That's like the second time that we've seen a large fleet.
What are you doing, Margulis?
I assume they're going to the same position. Yeah, Pellegrini, you still haven't aged any.
No orders have been issued to move the fleet.
I don't need orders.
They have Omega. And now this.
That's the unknown entity currently moving through the UMN.
I liked your sliding there, Pellegrini.
It's Abel's Ark.
Abel's Ark. They keep saying it. Can I get a clue as to what it means? Because as far as I remember, Abel did not have an ark in the Bible. But then again, he's not mentioned too much.
Abel's Ark? The object that was said to appear when the Messiah was crucified?
Okay, I'm sorry. When... We have to be talking about Jesus here. I know of no other Messiah that was crucified. So when Jesus died, a giant spaceship appeared? I missed that part of the Bible.
You see where it's headed?
It's Mictum. Why is this thing that appeared at Old Milsha a year ago heading for Mictum now?
Wait, are you saying the Messiah was crucified a year ago? Was I there for that?
That I don't know. But the Federation's Salvatore faction is headed for Mictum as well.
That would be Uriel.
Do you think that's just a coincidence? There's something there on that planet.
Don't you love Mictum? You don't know what's there?
And that's why you're taking the fleet? So that planet is more than just our birthplace?
You don't know what's there?
Zarathustra. The blessed saint's womb.
Wait, we're going with a womb now? I thought it was a circle.
It is said to be vital for the return to Lost Jerusalem.
Is that the entire plan?
Mictum, or Abraxas, was the planet where the worshippers of the saint landed.
Ah, that's right. It used to be called Abraxas. The worshippers of the saint landed. I assume he means the immigrant fleet.
The Y data we obtained from the Federation also supports it.
You believe Zarathustra lies on Mictum?
You really should have looked for it when you landed.
Yes. And if so, we cannot allow them to intrude upon that land.
Even if it means disobeying the orders of His Eminence?
Who is His Eminence these days? Because I killed the last one. Was it Heinlein? Was he the one that ascended? Or got promoted, I guess you could say. Uh-oh.
Xion, what fills your heart?
Fear?
Is it fear, sadness, or joy?
I'm a little more scared now that you guessed it was fear.
I don't know. I don't understand myself.
That's been pretty obvious to all of us for a while now, Xion.
Are you afraid?
What are you afraid of? Why are you afraid?
Death. Cosmos's death. And because Cosmos's death will most surely result in my death.
Are you afraid of being isolated from the world? Are you afraid of people rejecting you?
Oh, you would hate to be Alan then.
Are you afraid of your eventual death?
I think that's the one.
Afraid. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of being alone.
You should really talk to Alan then.
What does it mean to be alone? Is it more terrifying than death?
I think you understand what alone is, Udo. Seemingly you don't have the opportunity to talk to too many people, and they die as soon as you try.
Why does your face show such an expression?
I don't know. I don't understand anything.
Join the club.
Help me. Please, someone help me. Tell me who I am. Kevin, what should I do?
Oh, don't be calling out that Kevin.
Am I just going to disappear from this world, unable to do anything?
Eventually, yes. I think we've all come to accept that when we disappear from this world. I'm going to call it dying. Then we can't really do anything in the world anymore.
Kevin.
Once again, stop calling out to him. Also, I found it a little weird when I was like, Testament Kevin appeared. I don't know, it just sounds weird rolling off my tongue like that.
Jin.
I'm not alone?
Jin, why? Why didn't you let me go?
You should never really get back together with an ex-boyfriend. Just don't do it.
Why did you get in my way?
I don't care what color he is now and what kind of cloak he's got.
If I'd gone with Kevin, I might have been able to be happy.
He was immortal. I could have been immortal too.
Do you really think so?
I don't know. Does she really think so? She probably does.
What do you know? You don't know anything about him.
Did you never meet him? Rumor is that he was your fiancé. I'm not sure it's explicitly said in the games, but that's the rumor.
I'm going to die, like Mom.
And everybody else.
Are you saying you don't care?
Don't be stupid.
Jin, it's about time.
No brother wants to see his sister die.
Or we could limit it to that.
Then don't interfere. Let me go to Kevin.
Do you really need to go to Kevin? Honestly, at this point, you would think just saying his name 3 times would make him appear.
Don't take anything else from me.
If you go with Kevin, I'm taking Cosmos.
Xion.
Get out!
Is it all right for you to leave the room?
Sure. Why not?
Completely pathetic.
I assume you're talking about Xion here.
Currently, Xion's mental balance is in an extremely unstable state.
You keep an eye on her, Cosmos.
That is the likely cause of her attitude towards you.
You're more insightful than some other people in the party. I'll tell you that, Cosmos.
Given time, she should return to her original mental state.
That's not what I mean. I'm pathetic for being unable to help Xion when she needs me the most.
Of course you would blame yourself, wouldn't you, Jin?
I might as well be a stranger. I'm unable to do anything for her as her brother.
Well, you know, she's always kind of mad at you.
Cosmos, not that I believe the words of that testament, but it might really be for the best to remove you from Xion.
No, that's not a good idea.
But right now, you are the only one who can save her.
In fact, I want to use X-Buster more, like immediately.
Please, help Xion.
Just, like, give her a pat on the back or something. I'll be over here.